Hey gang, how's everybody doing today? I was in an M-Flow mood, so I decided to start off with Shadow the Hedgehog Baby, or Tripod Baby. I still can't believe the Japanese pop band made a song for Shadow the Hedgehog in 2005. That is quite wild to me. But anyways, how's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing well. I did not have my mic in its proper place before I started the stream, but I think I'm okay now. I think I'm all right. We are going to be hopping through Sonic X Shadow Generations once again, probably for the final time until December, unless I just do a random like weekend stream where I'm like, we're gonna speed run through the levels. There's not much to do in this stream, to be honest. I've gotten all of the chests with the music in it, or the artwork, and we can go through that if you guys want to see that. But I found basically all the collectibles. Orbot and Cubot are trying to build a spaceship with all these nuts and bolts across the map, and I have 2 nuts and bolts, so I guess we can look for those if we really want to. I might have to use a guide though, so maybe I'll just leave that for off stream. But yeah, I got literally 2 of those left. I have 3 stages which are not S ranked, but the rest are. I'm currently obsessed with Kingdom Valley Act 1. But other than that, yeah, there's not much to do except for read the Gerald journals, which are Gerald Robotnik's, like, you know, his secret files, essentially, his Xehanort reports, if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan. We're going to be reading that, probably in voices, either in Shadow's voice or Maria's voice or Gerald's voice. But there's a lot of lore related to Shadow that I have no idea about, because this journal is a brand new edition. For physical owners, I think for day 1 edition copies, it's in the box itself. Like, it takes the place of an instruction manual, so it's a physical booklet. But for those who have it digitally, like I do, it's in game. So I had to go around collecting the little pages, which if you were here on Saturday, you saw me doing. And we finally have them all, and I went to go read it on Saturday, and I was like, damn, this is dense. This is hefty. So we're gonna go through that today. I'm excited though. I'm really excited. How are you guys doing? Haha! Yeah, fellow kids, I too am a fan of the nuts and bolts from Kazooie and the banjo. Wowie zowie! That hurt me inside. I just want to let you know that hurt me quite. I feel a type of way. I don't know how I feel about that one. Anyways, hopefully you guys are enjoying the M-Flow. I really like this song. I really like the music video for this song. But it's ancient, honestly. It's from the good old days of 2010. The oldest this song is 2013, but I don't think it's that recent. We're gonna delete Jedi Survivor just straight up. I installed Jedi Survivor. Let's talk about this for a second. I installed this game today. I deleted Street Fighter and Tekken to reinstall this game back, and then I really thought about it on my way back from a coffee shop today. I was driving and I was like, if I'm gonna really sit down and commit to play a game on my off time for the rest of this year, what do I commit to? And I really thought about it. I've been thinking about Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, because I've had that on my backlog since 2018. I've been thinking about this game because I don't know, 20 hours into it. But I'm like, no, you have to do Persona. So I made an executive decision to start Persona right after this stream. After stream, I usually have about 2 hours where it takes me to fall asleep, maybe an hour and a half. So I'm just going to hop back into Persona and just chip away at it every day. And hopefully, by January 1st, I have finished Persona 5. I really want to cross that off the bucket list, so I am neglecting Jedi Survivor. We are deleting it for now. I'll reinstall Street Fighter and Tekken in its place. But, yeah, we're committing to Persona 5 off stream.
Yeah, don't matter if you got money, don't matter if you got gold.
I'll play this during a BRB. I forgot about this song. Don't matter if you got money. All right, we will get back to that. I'm a blast that later. For now, we hop back into Sonic X Shadow. Hopefully by January 1st, Persona 5 will be crossed out. Bryce. Wow. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest with you. We are going to sound. I've turned sound effects down to 30 because they're loud as shit. And honestly, Shadow's voice is loud as shit too. I could turn that down to like 50. I cranked up music to 100 because I've been playing some songs, but its normal volume is 80, so we'll put that there. And then we will continue. We shall continue! If you're playing through this game and you're trying to go for 100%, your save file should be around 13 hours. I'm at 21 hours because I've been just playing levels over and over again. Lots of people have just like taken to the online mode to replay through the levels, but when you replay the levels online, you can't pick whatever music you want. So I've been just doing them in this mode, which has been racking up my time. But if I really think about how long it's taken me to find all the collectibles and whatnot in this game, probably around 13 hours for like 100% for this. Maybe 14 because I'm a bit slow. But if I account for just having the game sit, yapping, going through levels, we're at 21 hours. So. And it's probably just going to get bigger from there because I'm not deleting this game anytime soon. But hello, Denai. How are you? How you doing today? We are going through the Gerald journals. We're going through those today, and we're going to be doing them in our voice, in a Shadow voice or a Gerald voice or something. You're good. I'm doing good. God, can't complain, honestly. I had a lot of errands to do and a lot of errands tomorrow morning to do, but that's tomorrow morning Bryce's problem. For now, I'm doing pretty all right. I just yapped to chat that I'm going to be committing to Persona 5 off stream. My goal is to finish that by January 1st, because I wanna strike Persona 5 down, and I want to get to Persona 5 Strikers, and I want to get to Persona 3 Reload, and all these other Atlas games. So I've always been concerned with the nature of darkness in the heart. I'd lose my mind if that was in there. What does online mode do? Can you play it with others? This is the first time I've watched you play this yet. You know what? Before we hop into the journal, why don't we show off online mode? I've been going a little crazy on this. I have 314 trying to beat Fidel Games Cage on Twitch. He's live right now. And as soon as I got 314, if you remember from fucking a few days ago, he was at 311. He fucking brought it down to 3 minutes. So now I'm neurotic. I'm crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna show you. You can't do it with friends, but it's basically for speedrunning. And the speedrunning community is fucking crazy. Ultimate power. This is actually a fucking perfect run so far. I gotta lock in. Hold on, wait. This is actually a really good run so far. There's a lot of shit that I mess up on at the very beginning of this stage, and I just did it perfectly. So, hold on, let me see if I can lock in. But it's all about racing, trying to get your times right, trying to stop the clock, and get that ramp. Yep. If only he gave me a full chaos. If he got me a full chaos control meter, I would be able to beat his score. But not the case. Ooh, that was close. That should give me a full chaos control meter. And use it. Alright, wanna see something sick? Skip the whole cathedral. Eagle. I was practicing on Saturday, okay? We ended Saturday's stream, and you guys thought I went to bed. No, my eyes became bloodshot as I played this for 2 hours. I played it for a long time, okay? I was determined to beat my score. And I did. I'm number 65th in the world. Nope. But that's not good enough. I gotta crank. Those are rookie numbers. Okay, this is where I can fuck up. Yes! No! Good enough! You skipped that eagle, you saved some huge time. Okay, this is where I can fuck up hard, so I'm hoping that chat enables me. And turn, Shadow.
This is the ultimate power.
321. Okay, my fastest is 314. Anyways, that was a good run. That was a good run to start off the stream. That's online mode. You're basically speedrunning other people in the world. And yeah, for some reason, I'm friends with this person named Luffy_4, who's insane with his score. I don't know who he is, and I was 65th in the world on Saturday. Wait, hold on. When I get you, motherfucker, I can beat you. I know I can. I can break sub 3. Damn. I'm not even top 100 anymore. What is it? What am I now? 101? Unacceptable. Unacceptable! We gotta go back. I gotta go back into it. My obsession starts anew. Anyways, for now, we're gonna do some light reading. We will go to the collection room. I'm upset that Shadow doesn't have like peaceful classic music playing like Sonic's collection room has. Sonic has like a whole violin playing at a piano. Dude, we just have whatever this is.
By separating Sonic from his heart, two beings were created. One was his Heartless, who I've named Shadow. The other was his Nobody, who I'll name Classic Sonic. Who I'll name Classic Sonic? Oh my god. Oh, that is funny. We're too deep in the Kingdom Hearts weeds right now. Anyways, before we hop into the journal, I'm just gonna really quickly blitz through all of the art I've collected. I've collected it all. So we've got this, that, this, that, this, that, that.
This still sends me. The game is not this high octane. It's still, this cracks me the fuck up so much. I can't get over it. It's so funny to me.
Sonic Rivals!
My first Sonic PSP game. The first Sonic PSP game at all, honestly. It was right after Silver became a thing. I think this was my Sonic game for 2006. Because I didn't get Sonic 06. I think I bought this. Because I didn't have a PS3. So my first experience to Silver was this game. You got that color scheme. We're going through all of the art. Shadow size scale sheet. That, I like the bottom row where it's like, he does not smile widely, and he is never confused. Honestly, sorry, I just coughed. Honestly, the Space Colony Arc design at the top with the rings around it would have gone hard. That would have been sick, actually. I know that kind of makes it clunkier. It's not as refined, but I really like that design.
He only emotes subtly. I rarely smile.
I wonder. Ah, come on. What if I could play this? Fuck it, I have Spotify. Hold on. We don't have to be subjected to this.
Let's lock in, gang.
Anyways, where were we? Okay, so we saw these last time. I like this ship design from Sonic 06. I kind of wish it was brighter red and had more white, but you could like bring this back. You could like redesign this and bring this back. I like those designs as well. Remember when I couldn't remember this artist's name the other day? Yuji Ukawa. That's his name. He does the Sonic Channel art, and he is so good. Like, I hope one day that I can like get to his style level, especially on the right, where he's like very angular and sharp with his lines, but also they're like his line thickness is very like defined. I really hope to one day be able to mimic that right style, minus the comic dots, because I already got those comic dots on lock. It's Shadow, Knuckles, and Rouge trying to go to therapy.
Shadow, I'm going to need you to just step into the therapist's office.
Yeah, Shadow, come on. It's good for your mental health.
No, I don't want to. I don't have to. Leave me alone.
There's Casino Park with the there's the bingo table right there. It says Shadow the Hedgehog initial image sketch. If this is a Shadow the Hedgehog sketch, what's the top right? Because that looks like a time meter to me. That's Intriguing. That's from the final boss of Sonic Adventure 2. Could be like a proto Black Doom. Yeah, that's true. And that's all the art. I wish they had the art. There's one shadow render that's like my favorite shadow render of all time, and it's because his mouth isn't showing. Let me see if I can bring it up on stream real quick. I'm shocked that they don't have it in the game. I'm shocked that it's not the first result on Google, honestly. There, I found it. Nope, I'm gonna need to pop that out. I'm gonna need to make that bigger. Sure, close enough. Where is my desktop capture? Why isn't it showing up? There we go. This render right here is so good. Like, this is my favorite image. I guess his mouth is kind of showing if you really look over here, but like, such a good image of just Shadow. It's on the like spine of the box. But yeah, there we are.
All right, it's time to read.
All right, hold on. I guess I should make a playlist of like, I guess I should have come with a playlist of songs for this. The Doom? Is the Doom on Spotify? Give me 2 seconds as I find a song. Damn, there's not really many, well, I guess we're going Video Game Bliss playlist. We can do that later.
Alrighty, let's begin reading. Story time with... Stop! Don't call me that!
I still got a few years, man! When I'm 32, you can call me Unc, okay? When my nephew or niece is born in, I don't know, 2 to 4 years or more, then call me Unc. We're not there yet. My sister isn't even married yet. Calm down, relax. Story time with this old fucker. You know what? That's better. It's actually all right. That's okay. I'm okay with that. All right. From Archival and Requisitions Department to Commander Abraham Tower, the commander from Shadow the Hedgehog with the 2 eyes, he's got heterochromia, right? That's the 2 different colored eyes. That's what that's called, I think. I don't know. I'm unsure. Anyways, let's continue. Remember, you can zoom this in.
Thank you. I was about to bring these out.
I was about to slap these boys on. All right.
Commander, your request for tangible evidence of the Ark 50 years ago produced very little results. Your predecessor was quite thorough in erasing the cover-up operation. However, Professor Gerald Robotnik's personal diary managed to survive. Ironically, we have Dr. Eggman to thank for finding it at all. This journal was recovered during the investigation of Dr. Eggman's stronghold following the latest incident with the Ark. Unfortunately, time and tragedy have not been kind to the journal. What you're holding now is all that remains of the original book. I'm afraid there is no way of recovering the missing pages, nor can I restore the damaged or redacted elements. It's a pity, as I would have very much liked to have greater insight into Gerald and Maria's lives too. Regards, T.
Who's T? It's not Commander Abraham Towers. Also, why are the controls on this inverted? Why are they inverted? Up goes down, down goes up. Right goes left. The fuck? T? That's mysterious. Maybe we'll find out later. Maybe it's the other son. All right. Entry 42.
I take great pride in my research and discoveries. Few men are labeled a genius in their own time, but nothing compares to my pride in my boys. And they both graduated summa cum laude and in record time, no less. They'll have their doctorates in no time. It seems my passion for archaeology and robotics are split between them. But I guess that's what makes them chips off the old block. I can't wait to see what boons they bring to the world. Entry 162. I can't believe how much time has passed. It feels like yesterday I was celebrating my boys becoming men, and now I'm a grandfather. Her name is and she is perfect in every way. She brings a smile to everyone's face, and everyone falls in love with her the moment they lay eyes on her. If nothing else, she is my legacy. For everything I do from this day forward, I do for her.
Well, that's so nice of you. I like that. We have both Gerald Robotnik and his two sons. One is Eggman's father. I'm gonna guess and say it's the right, but it could be the left, the one with the closed eyes. But I'm guessing it's the right because he's got sunglasses and Eggman also has sunglasses. But then there's, and he also said, archaeology and robotics. So I'm guessing archaeology on the left, robotics on the right. And then we have Maria. Maria! Sunglasses. Well known inherited trait. Sorry, you gotta bear with me.
Entry 170. I've deciphered the engravings on an ancient ring I found at a previous dig in the jungle.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
And I calculated even, the location of a fabled flying paradise. I went alone to verify my findings and was rewarded with the spectacle of an angelic island. I will call it Angel Island.
So he found Knuckles' island. Intriguing. And he found something in the something jungle. White jungle? Maybe it's white jungle. Lost jungle? Anyways, he found something in a jungle. I'm guessing the jungle. I'm gonna guess the jungle from the Mystic Ruins. The Mystic Ruins jungle from Sonic Adventure. That's what I'm guessing. And then that leads him to Angel Island. So he went there himself.
The land was vast and lush and hosted a number of biomes in close proximity to each other. I believe I could see an entire floating city at one point. Most majestic of all was a shrine devoted to what appeared to be a massive... Could this be the legendary...
Okay, it's the legendary Master Emerald. It's the Master Emerald. He found it.
I dare not approach or overstay my welcome.
The bleep really turns this into something else.
As much as I wanted to explore every inch of the island, I felt it was a sacred land. Just setting foot on its soil felt taboo. I don't know if any of this civilization remains. The land is vast, and my stay was brief. But the majesty of that emerald and shrine will stay with me for the rest of my life. Entry number 175! I'm about to embark on the most ambitious project of my life. The Earth's first orbital space colony will be the 9th wonder of the world. It will be a place of science, researching all manner of ways to improve our home below. Seeing as it is a vessel meant to preserve life amid the harshness of space, I have christened it the Ark. It shall be a vessel to pass on the value of life and peace to the next generation. And while most of the megastructure will be hidden in within the base planetoid, I may have gone a little self-indulgent in the design. Look, there's my nose, if you can see it. The only real concern is the source of funding. While the United Federation supports us.
Okay, hold on. I need to, before we do this, I have to make sure that like another good song is after this, because it's gonna go to this afterward.
The only real concern is the source of the funding. While the United Federation supports us, most of the financing is coming from...
Okay, we gotta fix this. Video game listed. Would have worked for Gerald's wonderful tour to Knuckles' island. Okay, so we're gonna play this, and then we're gonna play my Video Game Bliss soundtrack, and we're just gonna randomize it. Okay, we're back. No interruptions. Let me close that door. Actually, that door is pretty good. I noticed. I was like, why do I feel a breeze on my back? It's fine. I just laugh about the last year's when she came in during Final Fantasy 16 and she gave me a taco. And I was like, what? I was like, okay, sure. The only real concern is the source of the funding. While the United Federation supports us, most of the financing is coming from... I have no illusions about what they want, but I'm building the Ark to preserve life, not end it. And while I have my concerns, I am a genius, so I'm sure I'll figure something out when the time comes. What the hell happened on that page? Wait, hold on. We bounced from entry 185 to 389. Lots of time passed. I wonder if Gerald is like me, where I skip, I don't write in my, I mean, I don't write in a journal at all right now, but like when I was writing in a journal, I would skip, like, I would not write in it every day. There would be weeks between entries, because I would just be forgetful. They did lose a lot of pages. Very fair, very fair. Life and work aboard the Ark has been exciting, for good and for ill. As a positive, we've acquired one of the legendary... For our research, they're said to hold unlimited power, and preliminary tests suggest some effects on space-time, bending realities to one's will. Imagine the possibilities. Sadly, is doing just that, but in all of the wrong ways. Their desire for weapons research is becoming increasingly overt and decreasingly polite. I used my clout. Is that clout? Is that clout? I used my clout to get it to get a direct line for the president to ask him to intervene. He said he would, but then asked me for something equally obscene.
He wants to discover a means to immortality. I aim to improve life, not pervert it. Everything gives way to entropy. The concept is laughable, as intangible as a shadow. Say that again? As intangible as a shadow. I refused him outright. In retrospect, perhaps he could have been more diplomatic about it. I find myself on edge. Political pressures aside, I'm told is sick with no clear diagnosis. I wish I could look into it myself, but I'm needed aboard the Ark. Hopefully this will pass and she'll recover soon. She is too precious to be left to suffer. The first emerald. I wonder what color. Yellow, green? Those are the two ones associated with shadow, so I feel like it had to be one of those two. Did I say that? Perhaps I could have been more diplomatic about it, or did I say perhaps he could have been more diplomatic about it? You said he. Oh, oops. Oops. Perhaps I could have been more diplomatic about it. Why'd I go British? The all-powerful... held the power to bind soul. He destroyed the entire... I don't know what I'm looking at. The all-powerful... The all-powerful something. The something held the power to bind soul. Is it something Black Doom related? Mr. President, go fuck yourself. I have uncovered a most interesting specimen. Oh, that's right. This is entry 402. I have uncovered a most interesting specimen from the warehouse. It was first recovered. This is not playing. It's not fucking happening. We're going to fucking video game bliss. Here we are. I have uncovered a most interesting specimen from the warehouse. It was first recovered by my son, who became quite the archaeologist. I believe it to be some sort of puppet or robot made by an ancient people. At first, I didn't think anything of it, but when I was experimenting on it began to move. This suggests the possibility that even the ancient civilizations could harness the power of the... When I was researching various papers related to this robot, see the emeralds in this robot? I discovered that it was a possibility that this robot was something incredible. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but this robot may be the cause of the destruction of the fourth great civilization. I'm not sure I believe it just yet, though. Entry number 407. I am no longer able to ignore the possibility, and in fact destroy the fourth emerald? I discovered a stone tablet that, according to the tablet, falls from the heavens and is joined that all that will exist in... Get rid of the picture! Though it is difficult to be... I am watching my movements, what I do. I was amazed. Okay, so this is basically talking about how the Gizoid, Emerald, is copying his movements. And tried to destroy the fourth ward. This, I think, it happened, this part got burned when the events of Shadow Dark Beginning episode 1, when Shadow and him fought. Maybe, because Shadow might not be born yet. Yeah, Shadow actually is not born yet, so I don't know. Maybe he just went haywire. But this confirms that he found Emerald before Shadow, which is very interesting. Anyways, let us continue. It has been a trying time, to say the least. Entry 428. It has been a trying time, to say the least. Maria was diagnosed with neuroimmunodeficiency syndrome. There is no cure. Yet. I pulled some strings and had her brought upon the Ark for treatment and assessment. The low-gravity environment should help keep her symptoms manageable. Her family has been less than enthusiastic with my decision. Despite everything, she remains the most positive person in the room. Most of the staff here has left their families back on Earth, so I'm worried that she'd feel lonely. Instead, she's become the adoptive daughter of every researcher on the Ark. Moreover, she's become like a big sister to little the Ark's happy little accident over the past few years. It's him! It's Commander Abraham Towers!
She's become like a big sister to little Abraham. Look how gaunt she looks in that second picture, though.
The president keeps prompting me.
I saw a tweet about Abe being referred to as an accident. Basically,
the Ark's happy little accident. The president keeps prompting me.
oh, was it the tweet where Shadow's like, or where Abraham's like, "You freak! Shadow, you absolute abomination!" And Shadow goes, "Well, at least I wasn't an accident."
The president keeps prompting me
with his guest. With his guest? With his quest.
The president keeps prompting me with his quest to unlock the mysteries of life. Perhaps with his funding and clout, I can find a means to cure Maria while chasing that shadow.
Second shadow mention. Whoa, what is that? Can we stop with the end flow? What the heck? Oh, I had it on cue. Oops. I'm like, what happened? You know what? You know what? Sure. Sure. I'm surprised I don't have the instrumental. Oh, I do. Ha 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 ha. Oops. You know what? Here's what we'll do.
Entry number 515. Gun has dropped all pretense and is demanding weapons research in exchange for continued funding. I promised the president I'd begin work on Project Shadow, but even he cannot get them to back down. It appears I have a gun to my head on the matter. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Years ago, I discovered records of an ancient god of destruction called Chaos. It was said to command the fury and force of the ocean, or something to that effect. I've begun developing a basic AI-driven apparatus that can generate cohesion in water and produce controlled shapes for basic actions.
Oh, so that's the artificial chaos. Okay, I see. The apparatus on top of it. Okay. That's why those, like, artificial chaos monsters are in the Ark. Because there's, like, multiple.
I've told the top brass that these can turn any body of water into an autonomous weapon. Deep down, I'm hoping it can be used as an easily deployed search and rescue unit. Imagine a flood turned back on itself to aid those in the rubble.
He's so, I don't know, good-natured. What happened? I mean, we know what happened. Maria got shot. Also, let me drink some water. Not this water, though. This water's warm. Give me 2 seconds.
Research into Project Shadow is in full swing. The first step has been learning how to siphon.
They did not censor Emerald anymore, but they censored Chaos.
The first step has been learning how to siphon Emerald energy and apply it to living tissue. To that end, I've developed the Chaos Drives.
Those are the things you can give Chow in the Chow Garden. Wow, they have lore behind that.
To that end, I've developed the Chaos Drives. Direct application seems too harsh. Any organism that could directly interface with an emerald would be fearsome indeed.
I fed it to my Chow.
The initial tests were promising, so now we're moving to the next stage in trials. I will be using salamanders for the regenerative capabilities and manageable size. We will be applying Chaos Drives to the test subject and see how its vitals respond. And to keep from breathing down my neck, I'm supplying them with Chaos Drives as batteries for their mechanized division. I loathe powering engines of war, but sacrifices have to be made if I'm to save Maria. I'll figure something out in the long run. I am a genius, after all.
Cute! Tragic as well, because we know what happens to it. We know what happens to that thing. But that's cute.
Entry number 568. Project Shadow has reached an impasse. The subject exhibits accelerated cellular growth to the point that it cannot support its own biological systems. I've developed an external life support system to compensate, but it will need to be upgraded and redesigned as the test subject continues to grow. The way it thrashes and roars, it is uncontrollable.
What does that say? It seems to be on. I guess he just messed up.
It is uncontrollable.
Seems to be in pain. Seems to be... No, I don't see pain in there. I see seems to be in. Seems to be in. It's implied. I'm slow! It's implied! Damn, okay. That's rough.
Furthermore, it's generating unexplained it's generating unexplained
energetic? Wait, what? What does that say? Is that a U? Generating unexplained... Is that a U or an E? I'm guessing that's just energetic. He didn't cross his T, so it was messing me up. He chose not to cross his T. Oh, we're in Stellar Blade.
Furthermore, it is generating unexplained energetic reactions. Isn't this an expression of the Chaos Emerald's power? Sorry, the power? Can a living thing produce such energy? Can it be controlled? There are too many questions, and unfortunately, the answers lie in this bio-lizard's life. I will keep it alive and as comfortable as I can until I have the answers I need. I found a region in the Ark that should be able to safely house it while we continue our experiments. I'm not sure what I will tell Maria. I do not want to lie to her, but I think the truth is too cruel.
That's rough. Entry number 589
is growing into a lovely young woman. It breaks my heart that someone as bright and as energetic as her is diminished by disease. There are no visible effects, and I've caught my fellow researchers muttering to each other, doubting her illness. It is infuriating. I find all my research and restraint vanishes when she is slighted. And yet, she remains as an unending front. Is that front? I'm just gonna say. And yet she remains an unending front of positivity. I'm surprised it's not unyielding. That makes more sense. Whatever. She's positive. That's what I'm trying to say. Even on her worst days, when the fear and the pain take hold, she tells me she endures for the day when she can return home. She has total faith in me that Project Shadow will cure her. Her family back on Earth has no such faith. It's been so long. Some of the researchers actually think she was born here. Her family either wants her better or wants her home. I can do neither. Somehow their scorn is harsher than the government or the military's increasing pressure for more weapons research.
That's really sad. Like, he has the government and the military breathing down his neck, and he's the most stressed about her and what his son and his wife-in-law, daughter-in-law think of him.
The memories that I've left behind have finally taken shape.
Entry number 616. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and I am a desperate man. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. I'm getting increasingly dramatic. The Black Comet returned to Earth on its 50-year orbit. I had no idea it actually harbored aboard it. Somehow he knew about the and seemed impressed with my work. He offered me a Faustian deal. I accepted. Using his DNA, I was able to overcome every hurdle Project Shadow had put before me. The small, sturdy biped I had developed can perfectly interact with energy. Wanted me to craft a herald for his future invasion.
Oh, shit, he knew? He knew from the start. Wow. I thought that Black Doom was like,
I can help you with your problem. Just promise him to me in 50 years' time.
why?
No reason.
Like, I didn't think, why does it keep beeping? I'm doing it. I'm censoring the thing. If you're reading along with me, you'll see the censors. He was already dealing with a government that wanted to make him weapons. He was like, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But no. Black Doom wanted me to craft a herald for his future invasion. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna give him a pass. Maybe he thought that Black Doom was gonna be invading different planets, not the Earth. Because I just hit my mic. That contradicts his goal was to like preserve life. So if he knew that Black Doom was going to, invade Earth, that goes directly against that.
I need to continue reading.
I was yapping though. I was yapping in the moment. Also, I swear I put this on shuffle. It's all Stellar Blade. Not that I'm complaining. It's crazy. To be fair, this is a Stellar Blade cover. singer is really good. I'm laying down with the screen off on my monitor. Oh. Though that's why. Yeah, no, I'm censoring it because there are censors.
We are talking about the We're also talking about Gerald Robotnik's granddaughter. And also the alien overlord, Black. Sorry if it is ruining your nap, but I cannot let the truth be known. Anyways, wanted me to craft a herald for his future invasion. Wants Project Shadow to generate undying soldiers for them. I will play them both for fools.
So he is playing Black Doom and Gun for fools. Like he's trying to like get to the end goal while appeasing them both.
Entry number 620. When I launched Project Shadow, initially I named it with scorn and mockery. I was trying to grab hold of an intangible goal. Later, it sounded appropriately villainous, as I was toying with the fundamentals of life itself. But then, looked upon the unfinished specimen and put things into a whole new perspective. A shadow tells you which way to go to find the light. In an instant, she cut through all of my pessimism and doubt and filled me with hope. As she's come to call him, will not be some dark creature, but a champion of life and hope. I would have not seen that, if not for... She is truly a blah 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 blah. I'm getting old in my years. I'm getting confused, and sometimes I stumble upon my words. She is truly a remarkable person who can do great things, great and wondrous things for the world. I must save her, no matter the cost.
Why are these controls inverted?
Entry number 633. I now understand why this being was named Gizoid. In the ancient tongue, it means everything. According to the stone tablet, if the Gizoid establishes a link with someone, the Gizoid will swear loyalty to that person. Perhaps it still lacks energy, but it has been saying the word link to me in broken tones. It went on to explain, "Show me your true strength, and I shall obey. I am all things, and all shall belong to me." So, as it suggested, I brought before it my collection of model guns and fired them all. Then, suddenly it said, "I shall follow your every command and never leave your side." And since then, it refuses to listen to anyone but me. While it is still a fearsome weapon of destruction, while it remains under my control, at least it won't be used for evil. However, if someone with evil intentions ever forms a link with the Gizoid, I don't even want to think about what would happen. I must research how one can establish a link with the Gizoid. Entry number 640. The upper echelon is going crazy. Perhaps they aim to freeze Project Shadow. Soon, the ultimate life form will be completed. The application to my granddaughter is also imminent. I cannot let them just stop my study at this point, because I am the only one who can save my granddaughter's life. Entry number 642. The higher-ups are threatening to shut down this research facility. I had no choice but to hand them the Gizoid to buy more time for my research.
Okay, so I had my lore right. Oh, I was scared. Thank you, Isabel. Isabel of Twitch and YouTube fame. Go check her out on YouTube and Twitch. She had explained the Gizoid lore on one of her past streams, and I like fact checked it, but I was like unsure if I was right. And yeah, and that was like a month ago, back when Dark Beginnings Part 1 came out. So yeah, thank you for doing the shout out. I appreciate it. One thing that's cracking me up, this is just a quick aside, she's going to Sonic Expo, which last year was like a small little thing. This year it has blown up in size. It's a con for Sonic fans in Texas. And I'm getting FOMO to the nth degree, but I'm also I'm very glad that I'm not going. I'm like sad that I'm not going, but I'm very glad because I know that it would kill me inside not being able to buy the things I want to buy there, because there's going to be so many cool artists and so much cool merch. So I've made it a point to go next year and just have money to blow, just go nuts, maybe even cosplay. But yeah, I'm like, I was thinking about it today, and I'm like, damn, I have FOMO. But if I would have went, I wouldn't have been able to buy what I want to buy, and I would have been suffering. I would have been real suffering. Anyways,
the higher-ups are threatening to shut down this research facility. I had no choice but to hand them the Gizoid to buy more time for my research. I tried to be careful and commanded it to never absorb any dangerous technologies. However, I have heard that other researchers have been making the Gizoid absorb weapons. Apparently, the way to cause the Gizoid to form a new link is to show it power that surpasses that of its former master. While this poses immense danger, I cannot risk losing. Or...
I said Shadow and Maria. This is, I don't know, a little too happy. But it's a good song though.
The top brass still aren't satisfied. The Gizoid isn't big enough for or flashy enough for them. Fine. I've developed a weapon. I'm calling... It taps directly into the Ark's central reactor to produce an unethical degree of firepower. They'll love it. However, to use it on any target on Earth would destroy the world. They'll never be able to fire it. Checkmate. It will, however, be the perfect tool to deal with the when they return. Eclipse means shadow. This is canon, my gift to him in a battle he never asked for. I'm so sorry.
This is Shadow's cannon. I've developed a weapon I'm calling the Eclipse Cannon. It taps directly into the Ark's central reactor, and he developed it as a means to ward off the Black Arms, which are the aliens from Shadow the Hedgehog. And basically, it's Shadow's ace in the hole. But they don't use the Eclipse Cannon until the very end of Shadow. Black Doom is like this close to taking over the Earth. And Shadow uses Chaos Control to warp the comet into space, and then he fires the cannon at it. I don't even know if he fires the cannon at it. It might be Vector, Espio, and Charmy, because they're the ones in the computer room. I think they fire the Eclipse Cannon.
Shadow, I'm going to do this for you!
Fire!
This is for you, Shadow. Entry number 500, entry number 651. I think we have to skip the song.
It's too happy. Sure.
Entry number 651. Doesn't know the full scope of what has been designed for, but she understands that he will be under tremendous strain. He's helped me conceptualize a number of accessories that will help focus his power and aid in his mobility. Here, look at my beautiful granddaughter helping me with the designs. We have this thing, and also that thing. I'm also researching chaos control to see if I can gain an understanding of it before awakens. The power to stop time and space is incredible, and I don't want him to have to try and learn its intricacies on his own. Look at what my beautiful granddaughter has made. The hover shoes, the air shoes, the jet boots, whatever you would like to call them. Deep down, I know this progress is superficial, tangential at best. The larger issues remain. The president, my family. I've gleaned that there's a rift growing between my sons. My love for them shouldn't be a divisive issue. I'm running out of time.
Damn. I've gleaned that there's a rift growing between my sons. My love for them shouldn't be a divisive issue. I'm running out of time. Wow. I'm guessing, okay, so his son, who's in archaeology, his daughter is Maria, and maybe Eggman's father was upset because he's like, hey, you're aboard the Ark 24/7, and you're putting a lot of your time and energy towards my brother's family and not spending any of your time with my family. I have a son too now. Eggman, Ivo, Robotnik. Maybe Gerald had never even met Ivo. Maybe he's like, maybe Eggman's dad is like, come on, Dad, like, I've had a son, you haven't even met him. And that's causing the rift. Intriguing, intriguing. Also, thank you, Soken. Final Fantasy 16 music.
Deep down, I know this progress is superficial, tangential at best. The larger issues remain: appeasing the president, the government, my family. I've gleaned that there's a rift growing between my sons. My love for them shouldn't be a divisive issue. I'm running out of time.
You have to put a little growl in there.
I'm running out of time. Ifrit, to me.
One day I'll do that DLC on stream. If I have time next year, I'll do that DLC. We'll return to 16. Kind of the plot of Final Fantasy 16. I could see it. Ooh, who drew this? Who drew that? First of all, the hat shading, sublime. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm dead. I'm going full artist mode. The hat shading, phenomenal. As a former traditional artist, I'm living for that shading. I think this is Natalie Haynes. I think that's her art. No, it's Loopy Loop. Loopy Loop? Hold on. Natalie F. I'm pretty sure is this this artist. Let me just double check. Yep, it's her. She hasn't posted about it, but I can tell from the art style. This is the artist of at least these images. I don't know about this one. This one over here. The art style looks familiar, extremely familiar, but I can't tell. But that is this artist's Twitter page. She's also on Instagram, and she makes incredible art. I also think she might be taking commissions right now. You can scroll down a bit to see her newest cover of the Sonic comic. It's gorgeous. So good.
Entry number 670. It has been a whirlwind of events as of late. Project Shadow is complete and has awakened. I pre-programmed a great deal of data into his mind, but his ability to parse it out and apply it to his situation is remarkable. All of his vitals are strong, and there seems to be no signs of instability or mutation. He stands in stark contrast to the monster we have sealed below decks.
That's such a nice picture. Maybe that might be the thumbnail. Right there. Who knows? Who's to say? We'll take a screenshot of that frame right there.
But all the successes... all successes of the physical and mental prowess come second to his relationship with... I had hoped they'd get along, but it's far better than that. She is his guide to the world, and he is her stalwart companion. Never have I ever seen such instant mutual friendship and trust between two beings. I am truly moved. They remind me why I've been working so hard. They bring me hope. Back on Earth, my son. I don't know what that says.
Oh shit. My son and then he crossed out and he just said Maria's parents. Back on Earth, Maria's parents have been blessed with another little girl. What? I'm just gonna read this normally. Because what? Back on Earth, Maria's parents have been blessed with another little girl. They've already run tests, and she has none of the genetic markers linked to Maria's condition. While this was welcome news, the unspoken commentary was received loud and clear. Also, fuck you, actually, for Spotify just played, like, this is the song when, like, you know who? This is like the sad song of Final Fantasy 16. Ah, damn. I got a little emotional right now because of the text and because of the music. So, they had a little girl. They had another, so Eggman has another cousin who's alive. Has Shadow even met her? We don't know if she's alive, but she was born. And he says, while this was welcome news, the unspoken commentary was received loud and clear. I feel like that, if a kid reads this, they might not be able to understand that sentence, but they basically had another daughter to replace the one that they might lose. That's crazy. Wow.
I must save Maria. I must get my family back. Shadow, you are the key to it all.
Damn. Yeah, this is not entry number 670. He got confused. He's starting to get confused on his journal entries because it says 670 and then he's like 706 and And we see some smudges. We're starting to see some smudges. Also, this song already played, so we're gonna switch to something else. I think it's a 690. That's... the most 7 looking. See, this is why you need to put crosses in your 7s. I know it may be pretentious, but let's start that. Compare it to the 9 and 906. But it's so similar to the set. That's not a 9 though. Hold on. Okay. Okay, you know what? This is, let's just say the last numbered entry. This is the last numbered entry. And this is too happy of music. Fuck, I love this song and I'm not skipping it. Unfortunately, I'm not skipping this song.
He's mixing up 9s and 6s.
Damn.
All right. Let me lock in for this performance. My worst fears have come true. The Gizoid has absorbed enough weaponry, and technology that it has started to get out of control. The resulting rampage resulted in the destruction of most of the Ark. I have deciphered the rest of the stone tablet. It says, when the Gizoid has learned all it could, it becomes a god of wrath, and all was destroyed.
It became a god of wrath and all was destroyed.
The researchers somehow managed to subdue the Gizoid and sealed it away. Luckily, it only had 1 installed. If it were to have all 7 installed, it might destroy the whole planet. The Gizoid is too much of a liability. I tried destroying it, core, but nothing I did worked. I understand too little of the technology that built him. My best hope is to try and reprogram its AI into a free-willed, emotions-based AI.
So that's it attacking, and that's what we saw in Shadow Dark Beginnings when Shadow had to come to the aid of Gerald. He had to save him. And basically, Gerald had to reprogram the Gizoid, Emerald, to basically have emotions in his AI so that he wouldn't immediately destroy the world. And that leads eventually to Sonic Battle, where Eggman finds the Gizoid first, thinks it's a hunk of junk, leaves it on a beach, and then the rest of the gang finds it, and it starts learning over time. The pages are burnt.
Entry.
Let's change our song before we continue. Nope. It's the same song, but it's a cover.
Entry. I've lost track of the days. Not very scientific of me. I'm strained. Something has to give. The Gizoid's rampage cursed the artificial chaos to become energetically attempted to regain network control by inverting the polarity of the... Instead, they became violent. Shadow raced across the Ark, pacifying them quite expertly. But the damage is done. an SOS was sent out to Earth automatically. I guess the gun automatically. I dread the litigations and the reprimanding that I'll have to endure next. A heritage of the past. Gizoid. I equipped both weapons with heart. If all powers are not what is to be obtained for oneself, but what is to be born from heart that I yearn for someone, I believe all confide should cease to exist. If there is anyone to answer my prayers, bring hope to humanity. I thought it would be something that would help mankind. But then the military guards landed on the colony that day. Read something about went wrong. I can barely read it myself. If I miss it, then it's because I couldn't read it. My colleagues at the research facility, my granddaughter, I hope you are all safe. We need that binary translated. I don't know what went wrong. The colony was completely shut down, probably to keep the prototype from falling into the wrong hands. The Ark was shut down under the pretense that there had been an accident. Welcome, Mom. I found Maria's name amongst those who died when the Ark was shut down. She meant everything to me. And I couldn't bear the thought that she died because of my research. I lost everything. I had nothing more to live for. I went insane. All I could think about was to avenge her, somehow, some way. I got scared as I was no longer able to control my thoughts. All I could think of, all I could think about, was that I wanted it all to end. So we're going dark. We're going dark, Mauve. We're going dark tonight. We're delving into the shadows.
Please clap. Oh, this can't play. This is my favorite song. I can't. This is too. It's too light. This is like my favorite piano song ever, but this can't play for this. Okay. This works.
Based on my original projections, I was able to complete my project.
I thought it was Gerald's journals. We're not. But this is Gerald. This is Gerald going insane. He has been driven mad. She has died.
I had nothing more to live for. Based on my original projections, I was able to complete my project. I designed its mind to be pure, Perfect. I will leave everything to him. If you wish, release and awaken it to the world. If you wish to fill the world with destruction.
Property of the Eggman Empire. So there we are. He found... We'll do a quick recap for those who might have just come in. Eggman's grandfather had 2 sons. One is a genius in archaeology, one is a genius in robotics. And the one who basically is a genius in archaeology had a daughter, Maria, who became Gerald's pride and joy. Gerald went to Angel Island, but he did not stay there long because he didn't want to desecrate the land or disturb the ruins. But he did find the Master Emerald, and he made a couple notes on it. He was then sent to do experiments upon the Space Colony Ark, which was, you know, a civilization in space, a spaceship, with a bunch of researchers. And he was getting financed by the government, by GUN. However, as he was trying to get more funding, the president was like, yeah, I'll give you more funding if you can discover, you know, if you can craft immortality for him, for other people, who knows. Also, this is a little too happy. Yeah, we gotta get it depressing. Anyways, it was definitely Nixon. I mean, possibly, actually. It wasn't the president that we see in the Sonic games. That's too early. But yeah, it says he wants me to discover a means to immortality. I aim to improve life, not pervert it. And so he's trying to, you know, discover, make a cure for all diseases and improve life. And on his journey to do so, he finds a robot. Or his son, Maria's father, finds a robot. And the robot is tied to ancient civilizations. I know that it's tied to the rival clan of Knuckles' clan, but Gerald never figured that out. He did figure out that it not only copies moves to get stronger, but it only listens to him. In the meantime, Abraham Towers, the future gun commander, was born on the Ark, and he became a little brother to Maria. Maria has good days and bad days with her illness. The diary was sent to the commander after the diary was taken from Eggman, which is why classified information is now censored. Fair. So then, you know, Gerald Robotnik is trying to appease both the government. Oh, explaining to Mav, gotcha. Gerald Robotnik is trying to appease both the government and continue his research. He's made these artificial chaos that are these things from Sonic Adventure 2 and also from the Space Colony Arc level here. You might have seen them before. They have like robotic heads and they have like water bodies. And with this, he can control water through a mechanical apparatus. And basically the government is looking for weapons. The government's like, hey, you're up in space to make weapons. And he's like, no, I'm in space to like improve life. Like, I want to improve society. I want to make a scientific breakthrough that will cure all diseases and help humanity. But the government is breathing down his neck. The military is breathing down his neck. And so he's like, you know what? I'm gonna give you guys these so you can fight wars with them, but I secretly hope that they can work as first aid responders to help people in need. He continues to do work on the Chaos Emeralds, or he continues to research Chaos Emeralds, and he develops these Chaos Drives, which in Sonic Adventure 2, you can give those little Chaos Drives to your Chao to evolve them, improve them, and so he gives them to he in this journal he muses that, oh, I wonder what would happen if you give it to a creature. But he says, to keep Gun from breathing down my neck, I'm supplying them with Chaos Drives as batteries for their mechanized division. This explains why when you destroy robots in Sonic Adventure 2, these pop out, because they're basically powered by that. And then you can give these to Chao to evolve them. He has also begun research on a salamander to make it the ultimate life form, to find a cure for all diseases and to help Maria get better. What is Maria's illness? It is... I know it's called NIDS, which is their version of AIDS. I'm not joking, but they had this specific name somewhere in here. Neuroimmunodeficiency syndrome. NIDS. Is that the Biolizard boss? Yes, it is. This is the first ultimate life form, or at least his prototype. It grew out of control, and he saw that it was suffering, and he didn't want to put it out of his misery, so he found a place deep below the Ark, deep in a lower level, so that it could live comfortably, rather than just killing it outright. And he said right here, like, I'm not sure what I'll tell her, but I don't want to lie to Maria, but I also think the truth is too cruel. But yeah, that sounds like muscular degeneration. You'll have to watch the VOD to find out. The subject exhibits accelerated cellular growth to the point where it cannot support its own biological systems. Maria is already growing into a lovely young woman. It breaks my heart that someone as bright and as energetic as her is diminished by disease. The government continues to pressure her. This paragraph was crazy. Her family back on Earth has no such faith. It's been so long, some of the researchers actually think she was born here. Her family either wants her better or wants her home. I can do neither. Somehow their scorn is harsher than the government or the military's increasing pressure for more weapons research. So, like I said, even though the government and the military are pressuring him, the pressure of his family is what is breaking him down the most. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and I am a desperate man. The Black Comet returned to Earth on its 50-year orbit. I had no idea it actually harbored Black Doom. Yeah, so he didn't know Black Doom was on the Black Comet, and Black Doom went aboard the Ark and was like, I will help you make Shadow. We are skipping this song because it is happy. It's also happy. Also happy. Why are these songs happy? Sure, whatever. You know what? We're we're not doing Final Fantasy. Damn. I know all the songs in my playlist are like meant to like make you relax and happy, but now is not the time. So the Black Comet came down for its 50-year orbit, and yeah, basically he made a deal with Black Doom. Black Doom was like, I can help you make Shadow, but I want this thing for my invasion. And so he was like, Gerald was like, you know what? Okay, I'll create this thing, and I will play both the government and you for fools. When I launched Project Shadow, I named it with scorn and mockery. But Maria put things into a whole new perspective. A shadow tells you which way to go to find the light. I must save her, no matter the costs. So yeah, he basically makes a link with the Gizoid, the robot that he found earlier, that can copy powers. And the government was like, hey, we need something. You're not really building weapons. You haven't really built crazy weapons for us. So you gotta give us something. And so the Gizoid is like, okay, you can only listen to me, but you gotta go with them. So he basically gave off the Gizoid to appease the government. See, this is the song they needed to play. This is the song when the plate falls in Final Fantasy VII. Biggs, Jesse, Wedge, all gone. Where was this song? The top brass still aren't satisfied. The Gizoid isn't big enough or flashy enough for them. Fine. I've developed a weapon I'm calling the Eclipse Cannon. It taps directly into the Ark's central reactor to produce an unethical degree of firepower. They'll love it, but they'll never be able to fire it. It would destroy the world. Checkmate. I love the fact that he makes the Eclipse Cannon for the government, but he's like, yeah, you guys aren't going to be able to use this thing. And he's also like, you know what, I'm also building this thing so that Shadow can use it against the aliens when they come back. And he's like, this is my gift to Shadow in a battle that he never asked for. I'm so sorry. This page is incredible. This is one of my favorite pages. Maria makes the air shoes, the hover shoes, the skates, if you will, and the inhibitor rings, which basically hold Shadow's power. They keep him in check. Mav, I hope you're reading this, because Denai's breaking it down for you. I love the Maria! Yay! Tawny Chicago, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We are breaking down the Gerald lore. Also, my alert didn't show up, so let me refresh that real quick. Still watch the VOD, because I go through all of these pages, and we react to it in real time. Welcome. Why did my mixer cut out like that? I'll refresh it in a bit. You love Sonic? We are all Sonic fans here. Well, at least I am. I'm indoctrinating my community, the Crossout crew, into Sonic games. Feel free to share what your favorite Sonic game is, who your favorite Sonic character is. We're going through this deep lore. We've played every Sonic game up to this point. Not the first time for me, but like I've been showing them to my community, and some people have been seeing them for the first time. So yeah. I can confirm he's indoctrinated me. Yeah, because you're seeing some stuff on Twitter before I've seen it now, and I've noticed that over the past week, and I'm like, oh, she's getting deeper. She's getting deeper into it. I miss the old Sega games, like Crazy Taxi. Sega games are good, like Jet Set Radio. Anyways, here's Shadow learning with Maria. They become fast friends. I still can't get over this. Back on Earth, he doesn't even... his family is so afraid that he crossed out my son and his wife. Maria's parents have been blessed with another little girl. They've already run tests, and she has none of the genetic markers linked to Maria's condition. While this was welcome news, the unspoken commentary was received loud and clear. They basically had another daughter to replace Maria. I must save Maria. I must get my family back. Shadow, you are the key to it all. I need to see Maria's sister. Show us. I know she'd be like 60, 50 years old at this point. But we gotta see her in the next Sonic game. This is where he talks about the Gizoid Emerald going crazy upon the Ark. And he starts to lose track of the days. Maybe Shadow will meet her kids if she has them. What if she names... Oh, wait. Okay, the Sonic community hasn't yet gotten this yet, but I give it 2 weeks before we see art for it. What if she has a daughter named Maria? Cause say she's 50, right? The sister of Maria. She has a daughter. Daughter's 12 to 15. Named Maria. Looks just like Maria. They could do it. They could do it. They could do it. Maybe I need to be the one. Perhaps I need to be the one to draw it. I could devastate them all. That'll get me back into a comic. Imagine he meets Maria Jr. and her personality is not at all like hers. I would like that, actually. Like, her look looks just like her, but her personality is way off. She's like a tsundere.
What are you? Like a rat thing?
And Shadow gets hurt, and she's like, "Wait, no, I don't want my rat thing to die." Ooh, hold on. You guys are getting the exclusive. Keep this to yourself. I'm gonna draw a little comic. I'm gonna post it on social media. We're gonna see how the Sonic community responds. I have to come up with a design first, and I'm not prioritizing that comic over my Sonic art. Maybe I will, I don't know. Maybe it'll be a little sketchy little thing. I don't need to go crazy on it. Anyways. He's going crazy. I love how he goes nuts and then super, like back to normal. One more time before the rest of the pages are just ripped out. Now, I gotta be honest, this is a me thing. I've always preferred Gerald to have a bit of weight on him. For some reason, they made him really skinny in this game. I guess he's like very slender and skinny in SA2, but he's like Eggman sized in Shadow. And then they make him skinny again in this game. And then in this book, he's got a little bit of weight to him. So it's like, make up your mind! That could be like his last notes in a moment of calm while he's like in his cell before his execution. Oh, I'm almost positive. I'm almost positive this is like his last note before he's executed. Because these are like, this is like almost his, like this part of him where he's like, if you wish, release and awaken it to the world. If you wish to fill the world with destruction. Talking about Shadow. That's basically like part of his like execution speech in SA2 that they watch. Also, I didn't know I could hide this UI the whole time. I didn't know I could hide the UI the whole time. We had this thing here. Whatever. Whatever, bro. I know it was here. I know it was here, but I couldn't read. I'm Bryce Cross and I never learned how to read.
Anyways, that's everything. We went through it all. Through all of Shadow's notes, Shadow's history.
Well, we haven't gone through all of Shadow's history, but I'm not going to read through it all. Because if you've watched the playthroughs that I've done, then you know Shadow's story in Sonic Adventure 2. You know his story in Shadow the Hedgehog. You know his story in Sonic Heroes. Why is Sonic Heroes before Shadow? That doesn't make any sense. Then Sonic the Hedgehog. The only one you guys don't know about is Forces, and he doesn't have that much of a story in Forces. He does have one, though. We'll get to it sometime next year. Does he blink?
At first glance, Shadow looks like a grim version of Sonic. In fact, he is the ultimate life form created by Dr. Eggman's grandfather, Professor Gerald. The professor was a genius and developed Shadow to have the ability of chaos control, allowing him to warp space-time with the power of a Chaos Emerald. Shadow will use any means necessary to achieve his goals.
I wish his eye followed us. That'd be sick. That's amazing, the way he just rotated his body to face the camera. That was so funny.
Omega is the last and the strongest of Dr. Eggman's E-100 series of robots. He seeks revenge for being sealed away and unused. His rampage is meant to prove he is strongest of all. He is heavily armored, and his massive arms contain a wide variety of weapons that can cycle in to replace his hands.
A gentle giant with surprising hidden strength. He enjoys eating, sleeping, and fishing. He lives a carefree life in the great outdoors with his best buddy Froggy. However, if his friends are in trouble, he'll do his best to help them out.
Maria? Whose voice should I do? Should I do Maria's voice?
Maria is the granddaughter of Professor Gerald and cousin to Dr. Eggman.
She's plagued with chronic illness, but that doesn't diminish her courage and loving heart. She was sent to the Ark for treatment and grew up alongside Shadow. She dreamed one day of being cured and returning to the earth she loved and missed so much. However, God damn it, there she is in her beauty, her glory. However, she was lost to a tragedy, and now Shadow carries on her wish for the world. He should be fat!
the greatest scientific genius of all time, and the creator of Shadow. Unlike his grandson, Dr. Eggman, he was driven by benevolent ambitions. He designed the Space Colony Ark and a variety of devices that could use the Chaos Emeralds. However, some of his top-secret research went haywire, resulting in a catastrophe. This resulted in the military's intervention, the tragic loss of Maria, and Gerald's arrest.
A robot attendant to Dr. Eggman. He's intelligent, proper, and follows orders faithfully. However, his sarcasm gets on Dr. Eggman's nerves. He often has to correct mistakes of his companion, Cubot. A robot attendant to Dr. Eggman! He's friendly, laid back, but not as bright as its counterpart, Horbot. He's extremely loyal, but lacks initiative, and always waits to be given orders, which frustrates Dr. Eggman. Even though Orbot's always picking up his slack, they still get along very well.
And that's everything. Those are the characters of my journey.
Hope you enjoyed that. All right, let's get out of here. We've done everything we could. For those of you guys who have watched this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching, going through that Gerald lore with me. It's been great. It's been awesome. Yeah, be sure to check out more stuff on CrossOut VODs. It's gonna be a good time. I'm going to go through more games in the future, more Sonic games. More games outside of that series, but yeah, until next time, until at least the Shadow DLC, I will catch you guys later. Peace.